back. Vibe and a half, right? What's good? Might as well just throw an ad in while no one's here. Oh, I can't? Oh, I probably gotta be on here for a certain amount of time. They're like, bro, we know what you're doing. There's no one here to watch the ad. We're not stupid. Okay, forget it. Anyways, I don't even have a plan for right now. I want to do the Halloween Oracle, as I mentioned before, but I don't want to do that until a little bit later. So, like I said, can I get to this ad now? Are you watching? Oh, I don't know how this works. Okay, doubly back. Light some incense, light this joint. Classic Nag Champa scent, the Ganesh brand. I love Ganesh incense, honestly. They don't sponsor me, but they should because they are a very solid but medium priced incense. You know, they're not Satya, but they sure ain't him. Ganesh. I love it. Yes. So, Halloween Oracle to come. For sure. Until then, what do we think? I don't know yet. Something maybe semi-relatable. Demons. I feel like nobody gives a fuck about work and money and shit anymore. I'm wondering, is anybody still into this whole twin flame thing? It felt like a last week thing, didn't it? I don't know. So any requests for decks, by all means, request them. I do have. I've just been continuing to do the random notes on my whiteboard this week as well. So I have some interesting notes. That's what I'm saying, but you'd be surprised how many people like kept asking me to do that. I have a very different approach, I think, too, than typical whatever. I don't romanticize the connection as much, I think. But that's why like I said, I just don't know what other decks we want to use tonight. Whoa, I wonder if like you're agreeing with the fact that I just said that, or if it lagged and we basically said it at the same time. That I don't really agree with, because I think the whole point in the twin flame is you're really not supposed to know them until like later in life. So I don't like a friend, sure, but not really like a sibling or a parent, because if they're your twin flame, like the struggle to find one another is like part of the connection. So I mean, I guess like a long lost parent, a biological parent, or somebody, you know, like that, long lost sibling. I guess you're right, could be. But I think part of it is growing on your own and coming back together in due time. And the reason it's always so ship in the night is because, you know, people don't do the work, you know, before they come together, whatever. Yeah, but people were asking about it. It was kind of cute. Um, and I really like using the mystery deck. And for some reason, like that's the thing, I never intended on doing those. But one of the first time I used the mystery deck on Instagram, when I used to do the readings on live over there, like it just happened. It was like, oh God, why? And then it was pretty good. That's part of the point of the twin flame connection is like you don't usually end up with your twin flame, and like you might not even have a twin flame, and you can definitely like have a flame. Like I feel like if you use the word just flame, it's like a fling, right? Like, ooh, that my flame. I think that is like old school, not slang, but like I think that's what they used to say. Like instead of fling, you have a flame. Because of passion. Bro, that is the vibe. That is literally the vibe. And this person might not even know you, but is just looking for their twin flame. And so they like came to you in a dream, not knowing who the fuck you are either, right? Yeah, same thing, similar thing I think happened for me where it was like I can't even go there. I can't even go there. I talked about this story like out of context. I don't know, like long time ago. I'm not doing all like unpacking all of that, but it kind of did start with a dream, and I didn't associate it with like a twin flame connection until much later, like many years later even, where it's more uncomfortable than just like falling in love with someone. It's not that simple. It might be about love at the end of the day, but it definitely doesn't fucking feel like it. But why? See, that's the thing. You both have petty energy. Whatever they do, you're doing. Whatever you're doing, they do. So ask yourself, why do they suck at magic? If they're your twin flame, right? Maybe she really needed a lesson and not a love, and you're a karmic. Wait, are you a Pisces? I don't remember your sign. You're on here a lot, but my channel attracts Pisces like none other. There was one day there was like like I don't know, the only 3 people talking were all Pisces, and I can't remember. I don't think you were there, but I just don't remember yours. Mutable energy. I love mutable energy. I'm triple fixed, so I don't really know why I attract mutable energy other than they're like anything to give me an ounce of fucking sanity or grounding. But I would love mutable energy. All my favorite sides are pretty much the mutable sides for some reason or another. So that checks out. I think of the mutables, Pisces is probably my least favorite, but this is like the lesson is like I'm learning to love them because they love me, right? No, that's not, I don't think that's it. No, I do fuck with Pisces. I think I don't, and then I think about it, and I low-key do. But somebody's got to be at the bottom of a list, you know what I mean? And I feel like some of the Pisces that I don't fuck with have ruined it for the others. You know, I don't know what you're saying. You gotta always like mention it because I can see the lag now, and it's bad. It's bad. Same, you don't really like Pisces, or same, you like mutable energy. I don't even know. Yeah, and like I said, if any of y'all want to pick a deck, I'm coolin'. I'm just chilling. I love talking Zodiac. Also, it's fine. So, super fun times. I do feel like it's been a while since I had like a good Thoth reading on here. So maybe we'll do that today. Because like, listen, if the fucking mystery deck won't even perform without an opener, then Jim Morrison sure as hell isn't gonna. Right? Like, we gotta do something. So I think maybe Thoth deck, it's been a while. Something real general, situational, just see what's up in life instead of anywhere specific, and maybe it'll be like, hey, check into something. Yes, flighty is a word. I like to think of them as they swim away. I have a different experience. I don't think Geminis are flighty. I think they'll tell you when they're about to dip out. I think they'll warn you that they want to go, and then they'll tell you when they leave, whereas a Pisces will do neither one. Geminis are my number one, pretty much. Dude, Geminis will, like, the thing is, I'm sitting here like, oh, the bad Pisces ruined it for all the other Pisces, which isn't true because it is like 50-50. I fuck with a lot of Pisces. But then I, like, really don't fuck with a lot of them also, where it's like, I can't stand that kind of energy where it's like, the fish analogy is just too spot on, where I feel like they swim up to you, say they see a worm, they're coming over, they're trying to get that shit, and then they're trying to go. And so you're just like minding your business, wading down the river, and they swim back up again, and you're like, hey, what's up? And they're like, any worms? And you're like, nah, man. And they're like, okay, bye. It's like, okay, see ya. And then they come back, and they're like, hey, bestie. And it's like, what? Bestie? You swam away from me like 6 times after I didn't give you any worms. So, like, what do you actually want? More worms? No, right. Got lonely, didn't you? Swimming away from everyone. And then you got to see who will take you back. And that's why Taurus and Pisces is such a combo, because Taurus is probably going to take you back. I got into Reddit like a month ago. Maybe 2 now. I don't know. Probably a month ago. No, it's definitely not 2 yet because I can't fucking post in the conspiracy Reddit, which is the most disgusting, vile, scary fucking thing. I can't wait to just like rip these people to shreds. I shouldn't have said that on Twitch. What if they find my Twitch and they see this and then they come for me? Hate this. Whatever. But it hasn't been 2 months yet. So the Zodiac Reddit or astrology Reddit, I don't know which one I'm on. Somebody was asking about like, oh, I'm a Sag sun and I kind of ghosted on my Taurus best friend. I think they're so amazing, blah, blah, blah. Like, should I take, like, do you think they'll take me back if I apologize or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, dude, like, Tauruses give 5 million fucking chances. It's receipts, baby. We're holding receipts. We're not holding grudges. We're holding receipts. Listen, you can come back in, but if you start acting the same way you did on November 7th, 1994, then guess what, buddy? Like, you're out. Like, either you're in or you're out. And that's out behavior. Like, this is what got you kicked out last time. This is going to get you kicked out this time. That doesn't mean you can't get back in the club. You just had to go back in line, wait for the cue. You know what I mean? Come back in, and here we go. It's, like, not that big of a deal. This is me, though. But I am a triple fix, so I feel like I speak heavily on fixed energy. I think a lot of the fixed signs are like that. And maybe, like, an unevolved version of the self, like maybe... Hello. Thank you, by the way, for that and the follow, Nardo. But, maybe in my younger years I was less patient, less forgiving. But I really can't remember a time you had to really fuck up and, like, really cross a boundary with me for me to not, like, either apologize and try to, like, say that I'm sorry for anything that transpired, or for me to, like, forgive someone who approaches me that way. And I have phases really in the month, but also in life where it's like, nope, I've been forgiving too many people and it's screwed me over. I got to stop. Or, okay, I mean, I don't even remember really what went so wrong. And then, yes, this. And then you just go from there. I'm bad at cutting people off. My block list is like randos and creeps that harassed me too much. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not one to just block an old friend. I might delete you. That's one thing, but come back. See you later. I definitely charge. Hey, what's up? No, I do general readings on my channel. I hate when people ask for personal readings. It's really funny. So many people see me snap on people making that comment. It's like right now I'm just in a good mood and it doesn't even faze me. That's so funny. I do general readings. We're just shooting the shit about the zodiac and stuff because I want to do a channel message with Jim Morrison later, and in the meantime I'm willing to use a different deck. So if there's something in your life that you want to know about category wise, I don't like to know personal details about what I'm reading. I like doing general messages because it's always pretty small groups, and even if it's not, you find what you need. So okay, I mean, like, stick around. You can pick the deck. That's what I'm saying. If you got like issues with like your job, or like in your love life, or just in life in general, or you're more into like the channeled messages, you like angels, aliens, like you can pick what you're looking for because I'm not doing anything right now. And that's another reason I didn't snap too, is because I'm not already mid-reading. It's like, I'm not doing anything, so you can tell us what to do. If there's something or someone that's been on your mind, like we can, whatever. I got a pendulum too, if y'all want to ask yourselves questions instead of ask me questions. It's such a weird thing how many people are just like, oh, do you do personal reading? I don't watch a lot of tarot readers on here. I'm kind of stuck on YouTube. I honestly am mostly, if I'm watching anybody on Twitch, it's like these like random like femme musicians, like DJs or ukuleles singing. Like, I don't care. It's just like someone beautiful playing music, cool, femme looking. Yeah, I'm a sucker. I watch all my tarot on YouTube. Dude, I have a vegan, well, a partially vegan strawberry birthday cake milkshake, and it's literally so good and full of strawberries and birthday cake pieces. And it's amazing. I really do be scaring them away though, huh? Just throw a little ASMR. Listen to this. There's so much in there. I think they use that like dip stuff. It's so good, dude. You don't even know. But I'm goofing. What's up, y'all? What do you want to do? You guys want me to just roast signs? Pick a sign. I'll roast the shit out of them right now. No, I'm kidding. I'll say really nice things. I'm in a good mood. Or pick a deck. But we're doing the Halloween Oracle later. I'm literally just killing time until it's midnight and like until it's like later. Like, it needs to be like, oh, Virgo. Okay, here's the thing. Virgos trips me up because I love Virgos. I get along with Virgos so much. I think so highly of Virgos because they are so smart, so articulate, so calculated, so beautiful. Like, the average Virgo, how to say, the average looking Virgo is somehow prettier than like the average person. You know what I mean? Like, Virgos just have this like transcendent beauty. You know, they I can't. Dude, somewhere in the probably astrology Reddit or something, someone mentioned the Mother Mary being a virgin or a Virgo. I don't know. It's like that's what she meant. She's actually a Virgo. I don't know. But immaculate beauty, that's what I think of. Virgos are like immaculate beauties. But I've never met anyone as selfish, I think, as Virgos. And it's like this, whether or not it's intentional or unintentional, it's honestly like baffling sometimes, their justification for how extremely selfish they are and how detached from it they are. Whereas I also feel like there are definitely those traits in all the mutable signs, or any sign really, because it's like, it's just different. Like, Sagittarius is a very self-centered, but I don't see them as selfish. They just always put themselves first, but they'll still take care of you. You know what I mean? They just are like, you put you first, I'll put me first, and then we'll meet up once we're both first. Then we'll do whatever we're doing together second. And like, that's actually really smart. You probably should be that way. Virgos are like, well, I don't really care if I destroyed an entire village, ruined a family, and killed 6 of my people. I needed to do it for myself. And it's like, what? You know, like, what? It's mind-blowing sometimes. Like, how selfish. Especially because they just, like, literally talking to them is like, it's almost like brick wall, where they just, like, don't get the concept of what you mean. Like, well, everyone should be fine with it because I did it and I'm fine. And it's like, yeah, you did it to everyone else. Like, what do you mean? You know? Like, what? Or they just, like, will be very grateful and very appreciative and really shower people with love and affection when they are affectionate towards them. And, like, taking care of a Virgo never feels like a thankless job. But then if you want the Virgo to do the same in return, it's again that kind of selfish way of thinking of like, I can't be burdened with you. And it's like, oh, I just thought this was mutual. And it's like, no, the mutual was that I said thank you. It wasn't doing it for you in return, you know, that kind of like weird disconnect with Virgos, which is interesting because they're an earth sign, but I guess they're still a mutable sign. And I feel like all the mutables have that kind of detachment, just like we were saying, Pisces are very flaky, floaty, you know. But Virgos had their own special, like, oh my fucking God, forget it. It's like also just a stubborn to the max. And I feel like I'm not sure how they get away with not having that stereotype as much as like the fixed signs do. I feel like mutable signs, like almost across the board, are always more stubborn than fixed signs. But once again, we have boundaries and we have receipts. So like, you cross a boundary and I check the receipts, like, you might not get in. But people find that to be stubborn, my way or the highway. Like, no, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. You're just not going to do that to me, you know? And Virgo's the type who's like, wow, I can't believe you would do that to me. And it's like, what, hold you accountable for your actions? Me either. Holy shit. Was that a good enough roast? And the biggest addicts I think I've ever known have been Virgos, I think. Like, the addict behavior is on, like, 1,200. Everyone else is like 10, 11. Virgo's like 1,200. Just balls to the wall in it. Love it. Don't give a fuck. You know? Their life is now that drug or substance or whatever. Yes. Yes. It's literally like hard drugs and booze is so Virgo, because that's the thing. All of the mutable signs are like really, you know, what's it? Have addictive personalities, but in different ways. So like Geminis are just addicted to just doing stuff, and like they'll change hobbies all the time, and I don't know, change people, like relationships, friend circles. So they're like addicted to like the next best thing, and they almost chase no high because they're just chasing any high. But then like Virgo, balls to the wall, they're like, fuck it, this is my life now. Pisces is also like live fast, die young energy, like at almost across the board also. Even if you don't do drugs as a Pisces, I feel like you're doing something that you're risking your life for no reason other than like the thrill of it, you know? And they're also big partiers. They are, I mean, I feel like Party Monster is Pisces vibes, right? Like the movie Party Monster. Not to insinuate that they would murder anyone or be murdered or anything, but like, I'm just saying it's a vibe, right? But Sagittarius is, I think, hit and miss with substances, but goddamn, I've never met a Sagittarius who could stop spending money or stop themselves from spending money. So they are like addicted to like shopping or gambling or whatever it is. Like they love spending money recklessly. Like it's funny to them, I think, to just be like, look at all the shit I bought. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. So I feel like they all have that addictive personality, but in different ways. And yeah, like the hardcore drug and booze vibes is definitely the way Virgo is. Just like balls to the walls. I'm all in or all out. Do you not get that vibe from Sagittariuses though? Like it is funny to them. Like who even knows? What are they thinking anytime ever? But like, I do think it's funny to them. In like a sad, ironic way maybe, because they know their own bank accounts. But yeah, I just feel like, yeah. It's so funny when I was, well, I've never gotten that into astrology. That's the thing. The way that I learned, I like Sagittariuses though. That's what I'm saying. I love mutable energy. I've always liked Sagittariuses, even if they give me a hard time. Like I said, it's not like one bad Sag or one, you know, rift in a Sagittarius will ruin the way I feel about them, where it's a lot easier for other signs. Like, if an Aries wants to fuck with me again, I'll be like, that's it. Like, y'all are at the bottom again. Or they've been at the bottom. I don't know who else to dislike, you know, as the Zodiac. I couldn't even rank people. I'm an Aqua Moon. I'm definitely alien. I feel like Sagittariuses are pretty alien, but also are like, they're like, okay, Aquariuses and Sagittariuses, okay? They're like the aliens in town. They're the only ones who know they're aliens, But the Aquarius is the one who's everyone's like, dude, there's something fucking weird about that guy. Like, I don't understand why Sagittarius hangs out with him, because the Sagittarius is like, no, buddy, we are so human. Look at all this human stuff I do. I am human. Human. And it's like they become like this like overachieving, anxious superhuman because they're trying to hide the alien aspect. And Aquarius is just like not hiding it at all. They're like, they can't even fake it for 12 seconds. It's like, that's it. You know, that's my take on the alien stuff. But I kind of agree, they are probably the most alien side. I had to think about all the Sages in my life. And I was like, oh, no, oh, yeah. Very quickly. I love that. But I totally think I'm an alien, dude. But then again, you know, Aqua Moon, so kind of checks out. Yeah, dude, you have no idea. Like, I'm definitely a fucking alien. I'm Foxy Mulder. With the, intergalactic FBI. Just kidding, I'm not with that. Come on, I don't investigate. Just kidding, I'm so about Veronica Mars. Worst vacation spot ever, that's a good one. I was thinking something so beautiful today about life and death, and that no one ever said that this was life. Because hear me out. If inevitably we die, and then we are gifted with eternal life, then life is eternal, correct? So whatever we are experiencing is temporary. And if life is eternal, even if it's like matter can never be destroyed, it can only be recreated, energy, same thing. Whatever fucking rules humans made up, if you just apply their own rules to more things, right? Their own logic. That's how I do science. Like, I can't really follow the book because I'm not really interested in memorization. I know I can memorize shit. I have a photographic memory. I'm more interested in understanding it. So if you, like, apply their own logic, then, like, we are experiencing death. Like, we're not, this isn't life. Life is when you die. Like, then you get eternal life. And that's when everything is infinite. So, like, this whole human experience is actually just part of death, because it inevitably ends with that final act of, like, boom, you're dead. But the whole process, you're just dying in various ways. And understanding pain and learning lessons to, like, heal your bloodline before you go, or whatever. So I just think, to think of death as a singular incident at the end of a life is, I almost said false adenum. I don't even know what that means. Ad hominem, do you pronounce the H? Ad hominem? I don't know what that means, though. I know it's a debate term that I used a long time ago. No idea what it means. Something about being a false comparison, right? I don't know. I don't know. The whole experience is death. That's why it's so painful. And we have to decide how we're going to die while we're here. Whether it's on a conscious level or an unconscious level, or a predetermined, destined thing, or a last-minute realization, you know. Whoever said this was life, I think, didn't consider the facts. Or theories, rather, because nothing is law or fact if we have no other way to confirm it other than each other's best opinion. That's peer-reviewed. And I'm sorry, I don't care how professional you are at something, you're still a peer review because you're still the same species as me with the same access to everything that I have. You know what I'm saying? You are not the creator. You are not the ultimate decider. You do not get to be the judge. That's just how I feel about it. See the sunrise and I looked away. Prayed over my food every day. I still feel like I am losing it. It's gonna be a week full of blood and bullshit. I started coughing, so I thought of that song. It's so funny. Anyway, if y'all do want me to pull out a deck, we can definitely do that. Like I said, I'm killing time until it gets late enough to bust out the Halloween Oracle and do a little Jim Morrison channeling. It's going to be cool. I talked to him this morning. I very much enjoyed it. I did do a channeled message from him a few months ago on my old Instagram account. It's the @IllyMilly Instagram. And I really liked it. I think it was Janis Joplin's birthday, and they just all kind of showed up. It was super cute, and it was really fun. And he was saying, I mean, it was cool. It was like, it's Jim Morrison. He wasn't just a poet. He was a radical and a free thinker and a revolutionaire. And that's why they killed him. They killed all of them. And nobody will ever really confirm or deny or believe or distrust that, most likely. Super cool. So I'm really looking forward to it. I got this little doink rolled for the occasion. I like switching up when I smoke. I was like really into the bong. But this is such a different kind of flow to it. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit of roasting, a little bit of talking, a little bit of nothing, a little bit of grassing, a little bit of drinking, not alcohol, just a milkshake. I'm with your flow, This is just the opening act. I feel like I'm in the mood of singing again. I go through phases, I think. I burn out maybe, or need breaks. Weed and milkshakes. Yeah, it's vegan technically, kinda. It's technically not, I think, because there might be cake in there. But it's vegan soft serve milkshake. And it is so good. It's so good. There's like oh my god. You know that dip stuff is really just coconut oil? Like when you get ice cream in a cone, like dipped in something, it's pretty much the base of it is coconut oil. So cool. So like most of them are vegan. There might be like a butterscotch or a caramel flavor that's not vegan, but like most of them are just, coconut oil. So it's like hella dope. I'm not vegan, by the way. I have been. And like I eat mostly vegan, but I'm not vegan. Because if my body wants something, I'll just give it to it. I don't tend to crave animal too much. But shit, sometimes if I'm bleeding, I want something that bleeds. And like I will eat beets. Sometimes I want a little more, 33 minutes, 33 seconds, and 3 viewers. That was nice. All right, we're going to break right quick. A commercial break. Ew, I know, but it's quiet anyway, y'all. Oh, you're so sweet. I'll BRB, okay? It's 1 minute. Okay. See, that wasn't so bad. That is so cute. What is happening? What are all these? What? Okay, listen, y'all. I never really knew that much about Twitch. But right now, I can't even see the chat. What is going on? Okay, chat pause. See new messages. How do I get this shit out of here? Is this just part of the chat now? What do you mean? What does a hype train being close mean? What is this? I don't understand. Can this go away? Yes. No. Okay. What is happening? That's so cute. LOL, that's me. Get us. Yeah. Okay. Can we talk about that? Do you want to talk about that? Okay. I get it. As long as it's not multi-level, who gives a shit? Listen. What about the emotes? Okay, because the LOL they picked for me. Who's doing all this gifting? What is all of this? This is really sweet. Okay, so it was just this delayed reaction, but now the hype train is just like right there. It's weird. I don't know how to use any of this shit. I didn't really look into it, I'm not gonna lie. I like looked at it for sure like several times. But sometimes, you know, if I don't know how to do something, it takes me a little bit to like get acclimated to it because I like to just learn as I go. And I don't know where to go. So like, yeah, I would love to get you some more emotes. What do you mean? What even is an emote? You know what I'm saying? Like, sure. So the preset one was the LOL, and that's I'm lols. Like I'm LOL. So I just left it because I was like, that's perfect. And I don't really get the whole thing. Like I'm not I didn't use Twitch literally at all until I just randomly started streaming. And then I didn't even know anything about it when I started. And it just gets more and more serious, you know, it's like more and more stuff. What's an emote? What even is that? You know, it's one of these, obviously, just to use in the chat. Can I make it? I can make one. What's good for it? What do people, you know, like? Like, what's the deal? So if I like this smiley face, are these my emotes? And I don't have any? Or I just don't get it. You know what I mean? What is this holiday cookie? Why does it? Oh, because it's a man's head. Okay, being eaten because he's a cookie. Okay. So this countdown to this hype train situation is honestly stressing me out. Cute or funny? Okay. Okay. Not like vulgar or anything. Probably Twitch guidelines, right? That's great. What happened to the hype train thing? It's over. We missed the hype. Is that what the point was? The timer just like disappeared. Whatever. That's sweet. That's really sweet. You guys see that I was like posting on Instagram during the commercial break, but I didn't finish. So I'm sitting here doing it on the stream. That's so cool. So you got that from somebody? Is that like kind of how this works? Yeah, the whole thing became not super overwhelming, but I was just rendered useless to do anything, let alone like learn something new this past week. So it'll be better next week, I'm sure. I'm just going to focus on streaming for the next couple days, but then figure out all these little details that I didn't know about Twitch. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. I don't know why that song popped in my head. We're not gonna take it anymore. Just do a heart. Yeah, that's cute. What do you mean? It's like a Saturday? Where are you? Where are you? Is that a weird question to ask? Am I not supposed to ask people that on Twitch? You know? Seems creepy, because if anybody asked me that, I'd be like, it's none of your fucking business, honestly. But the US, like, vaguely, you know? You got, like, Sunday, Monday off? Yeah, it's lit. I'm looking at the sky. Yeah, I think I'm in a mood of singing. To be honest. Not necessarily like right here and now on Twitch stream. Just in general. Like I said, it's like stuff that I love. I just stop liking it even. And then I just go back right to being like, damn, this shit saved my life. So stupid. Hi, Parker. Listen, I've just been shooting the shit for the last 40 minutes. We are, thank you. You want me to pull out a tarot deck or something? You can pick the topic. I don't really do personal readings. I do general messages that everybody can take a little piece of wisdom or advice or message from. Hi. Look at all these little guys, like these little, yeah, listen, subbies instead of buddies. That's what I was going for, but it just sounded like weird. Yeah, I don't like to know the context. That's kind of how I roll. I like to just not know what I'm talking about so that you know what I'm talking about, and it's more authentic that way, you know? But you could pick the topic. So we got the pink deck for love readings. We got the demon deck for like workflow and money and stuff. We got the mystery deck for channeled messages from gods, goddesses, guides, and galactics. We got the cosmic initiation deck for channel messages from angels or talking to the council if we need to take something to high court. We've got the Thoth deck for the most general, overall, situational. It's Thoth deck. I knew it. I don't know what quandary means. Quandary. Somebody, a quandary, like a question. It's about. Okay. We should stop. We should do the Thoth deck. If you just use the word situation and I describe it as situational. I was kind of leaning towards doing that tonight anyway, but nobody really cared about the tarot. We were literally just shooting the shit for just a while. So, hello. Welcome. As you can see, there's not that many people here, so you're going to get a very surprisingly personal reading. Some people share information, and we'll build on it, and we'll talk about it a little bit. I don't shut people out completely if they're really stressed, but I don't really like knowing before the card. You'll see, man. It's cool. You know what else is fucking cool? I don't even mean to be weird, because this is not some kind of promotional thing, but this fucking stoner ashtray is legit, you guys. You can literally put your bong bowl right here. Thank you. And you can put like your joints here, and maybe your papers go here, and your lighter goes here. And they got this fucking stabby triangle for when you're cleaning out your bowl and you need some assistance. It's so cool. And it's silicone, right? Silicone, so it bends. Yeah. And I think it might glow in the dark, but this one might not. I think I got rainbow instead of glow in the dark. Smokezilla, by the way. SmokezillaShop.com. I bought it at a random mobile, but it's Smokezilla, apparently. But, yeah, exactly. I paid like $6.99 for it, which I feel like is a decent price for an ashtray, especially like one that has utilities. You can literally put your bong bowl right here while you pack it. That's so cute. Yes. So highly recommend. And they have glow-in-the-dark ones. So, like I said, not a sponsorship. Just like all you stoners out there like me. this was definitely a worthy investment. So I'm really glad that I got it. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. For no agenda reasons. No reasons at all. Just because I am a fucking nerd and think it's cool. Right? All right. I miss you too. Something really made me smile. I mean, okay, my besties here. All of you are great, but I think actually 2 of my besties might be here low key, but the other one's quiet. And they're both Gemini, so back off. Those are my gems and I, okay? The king and I? Yeah, right. My gems and I, okay? Love that. So cute. But when I picked up this deck, I was very happy. So I kind of feel like many of you might be really happy right now. And that could be part of the reason that you said, I don't know what my situation is. I would say that you are perhaps in a new, not romantic adventure necessarily, but my guess is that because something came over me just now when I picked up this deck. And like I said, I'm having a conversation with my friend. We're getting hyped up. But this was like a grin on my face, chills on my arms. That, I think, is probably why you said, I don't know what the situation is. It's definitely something. I felt it, and I get what you're saying. It's almost like a creeping feeling, but it's very happy. It's very happy. But the card that came out is Lust. So Lust in most decks is Strength, but Aleister Crowley is a Thoth, and this is the Thoth deck. So he made it Lust, and it's still the Leo card. So you might be dealing with a Leo. We're also closing out Leo season in the next few days. It's also representative, not necessarily of strength, but almost the opposite of strength because it's lust. So you got to think like physical attraction, right? Obsession, sexual romance, right? So it's not necessarily love, but the way I felt, I'm telling you, when I started shuffling the deck, it was almost creepy. And I am going to be doing the Halloween Oracle later, so it could be like a message coming through. But it was just so happy that I feel like I don't want to say you may have met your match, and that's not to anybody in particular, but there's only a handful of us here where like this happy feeling I think is really genuine, where some people might be worried, is this a rebound, or is this a fling, or is this, shallow even, but it's still Leo season. I don't think this is really about the lust aspect. I think that creepy, goosebump, happiness feeling that I got when I picked up this deck is exactly what that's about. Something very significant happened in Leo season. Like I said, it doesn't have to be like a romantic thing. It can be, like if you did just meet someone or get with someone, then I would say that it's a blessing. But I just think something really... Okay, well, this is just one card. Something happened in Leo season. That's what I'm getting from this. Something really special happened in Leo season. And was very goosebump right now. Chills. So it might be something you don't even know about yet that happened during Leo season, and that's why it's got this like creeping up on you aspect where you might be seeing the fruits of your labor even, or something worked out. Something works out. It could be in the next 3 fucking days because I don't even know when Virgo season starts, but something happened. It's like a change in you, or it could be a change in something else, like even the moon going into, I think it's in Gemini right now. So all the Geminis in the chat feeling a little more powerful. Fuck yeah, you are. We're going to talk about power with Jim Morrison in just a little bit. But I just feel like it's a good feeling. Very, very happy. Happy, happy, happy. I'm going to just take from the top of the deck because I felt so good shuffling it. I feel like it's good and shuffled, right? Death. Okay. Cool. Scorpio. So I don't know. I'm like, yeah, something happened. It's great. Everything's good. Bam. Yeah, that doesn't sound. I get that doesn't sound good. But I promise it's probably not that bad. We also, when we're looking at it, we have Leo and Scorpio right here. Those are both fixed signs. I'm also a fixed sign. So there's a lot of fixed energy. It could be, when you see it like, okay, look at this. Look at this. She's on a horse, and the horse is going in this direction, and she's kind of moving in this direction, but she's looking back in this direction, and this is moving away from her, right? So what I'm getting at is, like, as you propel forward, as you move into this new life, as you attain or even maintain this happiness, or as you, like, fruits of your labor is really coming to mind, where, like, I don't want to say success. It could be feelings of success, where if it's not a romantic thing and the happiness is coming from something, where there must have been something you overcame or something crazy happened. Leo season in, like, a good way. Don't start looking back and wonder what you left behind as you start moving. You can't stop and be like, wait, that thing that ended, should it have ended? Should I have ended it? That's tough. Why look back if you're already moving? You're already going forward. You're already in the right direction. Why even bother to look back and say, what about that? It's moving in the other direction. It's going a different way. It's like, it's not even looking back to see you look at it, right? Now, once again, might be a Leo, might be a Scorpio you're dealing with, and that's what this is. It could also be that maybe even sabotaging your own happiness is at an end, where you can accept that this is real, this is happy, these feelings are valid, legitimized even. And the suffering is coming to an end. We could also think, because right now is Leo season, and then we get Scorpio, that this could be an indication of a timeline. You're about to be in a very happy period from now until, like, through Scorpio season, and that's like mid-November, where it's just like highs, winds, like fucking, like, confetti. Like, I don't know how to explain that. It's just like, yes, it all paid off, right? Boom, Wheel of Fortune. How did I just say it all paid off and then Wheel of Fortune is the next fucking card, you guys? It's just the deck sitting here, right? I shuffled it like twice and I was like, ooh, this feels good. Yeah, of course it feels good. It should feel good. It's legitimately good. If you're having fears and you're having doubts where you're like, I'm not really sure what the situation is, it's like, it's a good situation. No doubt about it. From now until November, it's nothing but up. And the thing is, oh, why November? Why does it stop? Well, because life is still life. You get into the holidays and now, okay, you have new stress. You get into the winter months and it's a new depression. You get into, financial situations or even physical ones, the power, the heat, and blah, blah, blah. So, life happens, but it looks like there's going to be this nice, pretty breezy streak coming up here from now until November, where it's just win after win after win after win after win. So we're talking 3 straight months when you think about it, because Sag season might start like, I don't know, November 22nd, but if we're talking through Scorpio season and it's August 20th, that's like literally the next 3 months are going to be nothing but bank. Nothing but bank, baby. Yeah. Okay. And 5 of Cups, disappointment, that's the thing. Even when that streak ends, okay, so keep going with the calendar. If we're talking Leo to Scorpio season, nothing but wins, and then we have 5, so say the 2 months after that, it's not even that things are going to go bad. Don't act like that. That's the thing. If you can't handle a little disappointment, then you are going to lose out on a lot of these things that are building for you. That's the thing. Five of Cups, that's nothing. I mean, we're not seeing like the Ten of Swords or the Tower or anything. It is more realistic. It's so disappointing. That just is still water. That's just calm energy. That's just like a nothing going on. Okay. um, where, yeah, the next 3 months are going to be a high, and then you're going to be on stable ground again. Maybe a plateau, if anything, but you're not just going to go back to a low. That cycle has ended. The highs and lows is like, it's one road now. And so, yes, win, 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 and then plateau, where it's just, this is life now. This is what it is. Queen of Wands, and it's all thanks to your own motherfucking emotions. Putting your passion into it. That's the thing. If you want something, go for it. Now's a good time. If there's something you decided you wanted in Leo season, you better act now. You better act fast. You better act now. You better do it. Because you will kind of, it's not that you'll miss out on the opportunity. It's just that it's there and it's presenting itself. Go for it. Go for it. Because it does pay off. It does bring wins. It does, it's good. It's good. Happiness. But that Queen of Wands, it's really important that you know how you feel through the whole process of maybe moving towards something or towards someone or going for something. You have to be really certain in how you feel about things and how you assert yourself in things and be able to be in charge and bring passion and maybe bring fury, but in like a kind of a contained way, like having the fire but not burning the place down, right? And Six of Cups, pleasure. That's the thing. So things get a little boring, things get a little stagnant. Put a little passion back into the game and boom, you got water with your flame. And that doesn't mean to put it out, but to equally, right, kind of splash it out. Six of Cups is very feminine, divine pleasure. So like, ladies, all my femmes out here, water and earth, or however you feel. That Six of Cups is yonic pleasure. Okay, so it's all connected, sure. I don't know why I thought that, but it came out, so I went with it. It's all connected. And right now, something's going to creep up on you. It's just going to creep up on you. And you're not going to expect it, but it's going to make you very happy because it is what you wanted and what you dedicated yourself to and what you decided to do. And you just kind of either forgot about it or let it go or something. And it just creeps up and is, boop. It's crazy. Even if you don't know how it happens, you might just have to be patient and see how it unfolds. But honestly, I have this weird feeling it's going to happen really quickly where we're talking Leo season. Leo season's practically over, y'all. We got a few more days. So I'm saying something that already happened in Leo season, something from whatever you did or whoever you met or whatever it is that happened during that time in these past 3-4 weeks is going to kind of come back to you in these next 2 or 3 days, for whatever reason, whatever it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if it's a person, you're like, I don't know, maybe it's a summer fling. Not yet. I guess you can. You could tell us a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely this like, I don't want to say hyphy energy. I don't even know what hyphy means. What is that? Like a hype wifey? Hyphy. Right. See, but this, I don't think that's what this is. Well, unless you're disconnecting from them or realizing that they're not. Because this is very happy energy. It's something that, like I said, it's something that happened, but it's like bringing good things. It's closing out in a good way. Like either you're done with them, they apologize or something. Yeah, this is all very happy, positive energy. So something happening in the next few days that you've been dealing with over the past few weeks Yeah, it's weird because like you're not expecting it, you don't know what it is. It's like this, there is a weird energy around it, but that's the thing, your suspiciousness could be incorrect. There may have just been a miscommunication. Something I've been thinking about a lot lately too is like I feel like narcissists are maybe not as common as we think they might be, but rather we live, at least like in the US, we live in a very kind of like narcissistic, self centered, driven society. And a lot of basic principle or ideals that are very popular among people are extremely narcissistic in principle. And so I think people have adapted to a way of thinking just because it's the common way of thinking. I also am starting to realize that there might be certain other mental health issues or differences that people have where it might come off like a narcissist, right? Because if you have a really bad memory and you're like, I never said that because you don't fucking remember it, you need to own up and be like, damn, I literally don't fucking remember that shit. Instead of, you're wrong, you know? Um, so someone can definitely have narcissistic tendencies too and not be a narcissist. You can deal with narcissistic tendencies. We all have them because once again, it's just the way we're born and bred and raised. But an actual narcissist, like, yeah, definitely got to get away from that person. But this is like, there's some hype shit going on. Like, it's good. There's some good stuff going on. So that person might be releasing you into something that, again, happens really fast, where the minute you become even energetically or spiritually available is when they come towards you, right? So maybe detaching from this person because they sketched you out, but truce. No. I'm just doing general readings. If you choose to share because something aligns with you, I'm just pulling off the top. Very general. Unless, are you a Libra? mm. Here's the thing, we're doing a timeline. The very first was Leo and then was Scorpio. So basically what's happening the next 3 months are about to be amazing. And honestly, I will say that very generally. Yes, there's only a handful of people here, so of course you can take it pretty personally, because if this is a general message and you're one of 6 people to hear it, then like, yeah, of course this is for you. As you can see, I do general readings. If you want to add something, then we can talk about it a little bit. There's always little bits of wisdom. I don't like to spend time on anything specifically, but we can share what we know with each other, right? So we're seeing these next 3 months as being really high energy, really fruitful, paying off, seeing the fruits of our labor, being very happy. Things are really on an upswing for these next 3 months. And then after that, they just even out, flatten out, whatever. It just gets kind of boring, nothing notable, okay? But now, let's focus in, because I just said the next 3 months, but the next card we have is Adjustment, which is the Libra card. So this might be you getting used to a situation, especially because right before that we got the Four of Swords, which is truce. So it's like coming to terms and agreements with things, especially if you can't change them. Maybe moving on, but that's double air energy to have the Swords and Libra right here. So you're like, can I ask for a reading? I'm like, I don't know. Are you a Libra? Sorry, this milkshake is really good. And now it's just all the little bits and pieces at the bottom. It's a strawberry birthday cake milkshake, and it's so good. Okay, honestly, give me a minute, you guys. I'm sorry. Let me just eat my milkshake really quick. Okay. I just, like, I don't know if you've heard me talk about this fucking milkshake enough, but they got birthday cake dip in there. So, like, the dip you put on ice cream, but they blended it into a milkshake. But, of course, it's, like, hot liquid when they blended it, so then it froze. Dude, it's literally, and I just have chunks of birthday cake at the bottom. So, like, oh, man, I'm sorry. I was not about to just go to town. You don't get to watch me eat for free, okay? But man, I couldn't resist. It's been sitting there for a minute and I keep trying to drink it. There's nothing left. It's just like, I gotta eat it. Okay. And there is more, so I will be going back. Anyways, let's talk about Libra season. It sounds slightly defeating to be in Leo season and still have to go all the way through Virgo season and want to jump to the timeline of Libra season, because it's like, damn, that might indicate that whatever's going on now is what's going to be going on for the next month. But it, maybe like a kind of like a slow incline, if you will. This thing is like semi-broken, but it's so cool. This one's my favorite, so I love that. I'll just hold it. What the fuck? I can't stand how weird I am either sometimes. Okay, listen, what's going on in Libra season? Ooh, the Magus. Yikes. Okay, so everything's great. Everything's going good. Upswing, upheaval, money coming in. It's like abundance to the next level. It's like leaving shit behind and finally embracing a new life, okay? But Libra season, the Magus. Now, the Magus, by definition, is a magician. For sure, he does magic. But when I did a channel to Aleister Crowley about this deck, he explained the reason that this is the Magus and the Magician is that the Magician is real magic and the Magus is fake magic. They're both number one. Okay. If you don't know about the Thoth deck, tarot has 78 cards. But every time you print a tarot deck, you print 80 cards. And so most will have like an instruction or a branding or whatever page as 78, 70, 79, and 80. But in the Thoth deck, Aleister Crowley just designed extra cards. So some runs include the universal hexagram, and then other runs include the Magician. So even though there is a Magician and a Magus in the deck with the Magician, they're both number one. Because they look the same, act the same, seem the same, but one is real and one is fake. So, Libra season, or if you are a Libra, or if you're dealing with a Libra, there is some fake magic surrounding this. I have a feeling, because we are going with the timeline narrative over anything right now, that something in Libra season is going to challenge you. You're going to be on this really good path. You're going to be doing what you want. Things are working out. Things are on your uphill, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be some kind of challenge in a fake attempt to get you to move away from what you want and what you're doing and go towards it. Don't take the bait because it's fake. Okay? If this is a Libra who's trying to pursue you, it's fake. Right? If you are a Libra, listen, honey, you might be a little fake magic. I don't know. Or someone in your life. Okay? Either way, there is going to be a situation where you're very charmed or like put off your feet or something. And it's just, well, that's good. That means you're not faking it, you know? This isn't all about, I'm sorry. Did you think this was just exclusively about you? It's not. I'm saying, if there is like there's other people here. So if you're a Libra, that's a general you. But there is some kind of fake magic afoot. So it's just something to be weary of. But more specifically, it seems like in that late September, early October Libra season, where I feel like it's going to come as an offer, like you finally get a promotion at work or something, and they're like, oh, you should come work for us because it's better, blah, blah, blah. It's probably not going to be better. Like, you should just stay where you're at, most likely, at that point. 4 of Wands, completion. Because if you can resist this challenge, right, this, like, fake magic, this person, if you can resist the Libra charm that they're trying to pull over on you, then you won't have to approach that cycle again. You won't have to learn that lesson again. This will be the last time if you say no, if you stick to your own and stick to what you know and what you're doing and your success and these things that you're building now that are paying off, right? And this is the 111 minute. Then you will have completed a cycle and you will no longer have to deal with that kind of fake magic. Okay. Or get fucked. 10 of Swords, ruin. Or lose everything. You know, if you choose to not learn your lesson and not heed your warning, then you shall lose everything. Right? It'll all fall apart around you. And while it doesn't come on you and you don't fall apart, it still is not sustainable. It is not sustainable. Prince of Discs. So plant your ideas now. Decide what you want to do. It's about to be Virgo season. It's all about making a list, checking it twice, trying to remember if you were naughty or nice. Being very thorough, methodical, calculated, organized. So doing some fall cleanup, getting rid of some extra clutter, whatever you gotta do, but make sure you're making a list, a to-do list, a thought list, a feelings list. If you're interested in romance, a partner's list, anything like that. But start planting those seeds now and getting it figured out, clearing out your field, you know. Libra season's the harvest. That's the thing. You'll see the fruits of your labor, and that's why it's like if somebody sees that you're some great success, right, by that time, maybe it's someone you've known, okay, this Magus, and they see that you're doing good, and that's when they come in, they say, hey, I bet you could do better with me, and it's like, yeah, I bet I could have, but I did better with me, you know, so Ace of Discs, bag is secured. As long as you put in the work and do what you need to do, the bag is secured. It's yours. It's already in the bag, if you will. Secured the bag that it's in. And Priestess, you know exactly what I mean and exactly what I'm talking about. 3 Cups, abundance, just to go with that same Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Chariot, Cancer energy. Slow ride. Take it easy. You know. Slow ride. There you go, Sag. The Art card, usually temperance, but creation being very important. And 9 of Wands, strength, right? Because even if you're happy and things are going well, it doesn't just automatically mean life becomes easy. Sometimes there's just more difficulties in new ways and different challenges than you're used to, more than anything. Even in your bliss, even in your happiness. And we have 2 of Cups, love, and Princess of Cups. You know, finding a new perspective, right? Seeing love in a new way, even. You know, I find chokehold monogamy so interesting. I just think I could never understand, ever, the way people view relationships around here. Not here on the Twitch, but just the proverbial here, if you will. So, okay. What's up, y'all? That was good. That was a good run. That was a good run. Change, 2 of Discs, and Ace of Cups. New perspective. So that's a good cutting point. What time is it, Mr. Fox? Still so kind of early. A little more of this, a little more of this, a little more of that. Oh, what is going on? Yeah, see, okay, so this is interesting because something came out and fell on the floor. Whoa, and then just this big stacks. Yeah, no, we get it. I mean, we get it. Yeah, we get it. We definitely get it. Scorpio energy. Ooh, yeah, we get it. The devil, Capricorn, death. Okay. We were doing, you know, okay. I split the deck too. That's so funny. All right. So say, okay. It's very, I feel like there's a heavy emphasis on the zodiacs. Okay. So now we're seeing Scorpio, death, and Capricorn, the devil. This could indicate a period between Scorpio season and Capricorn season, which would be October through January, right? Princess of Swords. So something seems like it almost seems like an agitation, like something's going to come up almost at an inconvenient time, right? Because, I don't know, it's not the same thing. Here's the Chariot, which is Cancer. That's what I mean. It seems like it seems like there might be a lot of drama going on. There might just be a lot of drama. And I feel like as your life, not that it gets more complicated, but and not the busier you become, because it's not that you weren't always busy. It's this feeling of like there's about to be a lot of blossoming. Okay, this is not a glow up, because the glow ups have already taken place. People see your glow up, but they don't want to really see you shine any brighter than that. They see your glow up and they're kind of trying to dim that shit down already. So as you continue to ignore that, kind of push back on your success in the small, it picks up speed faster and faster these next 3 months. But it seems like there's some kind of drama where there's a lot of people involved, a lot of moving parts, but it seems like nobody wants to bring it up until they see you in your full form. And that's not really fair. That's not really fair to sit here and have somebody hold on and wait around and do it themselves. And then once you can assure that they'll be a success or that they're good on their own, then you want to come in and take from them. What the fuck kind of energy is that? That's not cool. Get here at the ground running or don't. You know what I mean? Like, there's this weird energy where you get tested in Libra season where it's like, are you sure you want this? Don't you want this instead? Nope, I'm sticking to it, blah, blah, blah. But then there's similar challenges from Scorpio season to Capricorn, through Capricorn season. We have the Eon at the bottom of the deck, which is Judgment. And the Chariot came up, which is a Cancer. So if we're talking timeline, Cancer Capricorn season to Cancer season will be another 6 months. So I think it's more people at this point than timelines. Okay, but I need to plug in my laptop. It's dying. So pause this. I will be right back. My bad, y'all. I'm back. Oh, goodness. Lighting more incense. Gotta love Ganesh. So, right before that commercial break, I was pretty much stuttering because I was not really sure what was going on in these cards. Seems like a lot of people involved with whatever it is the thing. Yeah. Cool. So let's see what's going on. Because up top here, we have the Fool. We all know the Fool's a journeyman. And I always like to say, open mind, open road, open wide, open arms, open, open sky, whatever. Open range, is that a thing? Just staying open is the most important part of the journey, is being open to anything happening. We got all these Zodiac cards that came up, okay? But this is really about the Hanged Man. So I have like this kind of scattered pile on one end. And like I said, the Fool was kind of up top. Kind of flew out of the deck first before anything else. Except for the cards that fell on the ground. And I will get to those. But whenever something falls or is at a distance, I think of it in the future. I think of it as still kind of far from your reach, reality, situation, or whatever. Like it's things to come, kind of. Or things to look forward to, or something that's right around the corner. So they're face down anyway. We don't know what it is at all at this time. And the bottom of the deck is the Eon? Yes, the Eon. So there will always be judgment. And it's funny because I picked up the cards and this is now the bottom of the deck because I dropped this one. So there will always be judgment, but it doesn't really matter what people think. You have to do what's right for you, and you have to be who you are and who you're meant to be. 8 of Discs, Prudence. So yes, the haters are going to hate, but they're going to have to learn to love. They're just going to have to get over it. They're just going to have to accept you for who you are. Because Sagittarius, it's about art. It's about creation. It's like, I don't know what the situation is, and it doesn't really matter, but once again, there's a whole lot of fucking people involved. And that can create complications in the sense that too many dicks on the dance floor, too many cooks in the kitchen, people butt heads. The food doesn't even get cooked, But at the same time, there is a presence at the source of all this drama and conflict. And that presence is the Hanged Man. It's this person, maybe a masculine, you know what I mean? Just dedicated, just holding it down for everyone, kind of giving up their own self for the situation or the greater cause. Martyrism, like the Hanged Man, as honorable of a job as it is, it's not a comfortable one, and it's not a beneficial one. It's not really beneficial to the people you're enabling, and it's not really beneficial to yourself to be taken advantage of. So the Hanged Man has to know when to be loyal and when to dedicate himself, and also know when to cut his losses and get the fuck out, because the Hanged Man put himself up there and he can get himself down. So it's kind of stuck energy, but it's like stuck like glow, like 10 toes down, kind of, wants to be there, but is now stuck and self-sacrificing, right? We have the Empress right on top. The Empress is very much Taurus energy. It's femme, it's Venus, very much Taurus energy, but not technically the Taurus card. But when it comes to zodiacs, because there's so many, I'd say Taurus, So this masculine is holding down the situation that's really draining to him, even though the Empress is kind of like right there, doing her thing and running her divine, in a way that is beneficial not only for her, but for everyone else, without anybody being drained in the process. It's like the Hanged Man sees himself as an emperor, but he's acting more like kind of like a page of wands, like, please take it. I want you to have it, instead of this is mine, but I'll allow you to use it, right? And that's like the key difference between the hangman and the emperor. So the femmes looking like empress status, right? Masks looking like this messy kind of hangman. But this hangman knows that with the empress, things would work out, right? Six of swords, science, work down to a science. It's like there's too many heads on the plate, but you add one more and you got a meal, right? It's like three's a crowd, but five's an orgy, So it's that energy of like this one extra person or this one extra team player, okay? Whether it's like wanting to add to the family, wanting to add to the relationship, wanting to hire somebody, wanting to bring someone onto a team, even if it's like a friendship group or something, and it's like bringing someone in, so to speak. There's this energy of like, yeah, I think we do need this person. I think we do want them. I think that's the way it all works out, actually. And the Chariot being there is like, cool, yeah, there might be some blockages in the road, but it's quite a smooth ride. We're definitely cruising along here. Not a bad gig, right? Chariot could be a Cancer you're dealing with. And then Scorpio, death. Okay, so double on the water side. Things maybe coming to an end, right? Getting to the end of a road because you're on a journey in the first place. And it's like, where does it take you? But to the end of the journey, right? And the Devil, Capricorn. So Earth, femme leaning, but also like lack of control, possessiveness, vices, addictive and erratic behaviors. Like, it's not great if you're not talking about a Capricorn. So it could be that even when things work out, even when you have the extra help, even when you have the extra person, even when you think that the worst if it's over, you're still tempted with your own fate or your own desires of like, but can I control myself? But can I, keep to these routines, stick to these boundaries, can I do it? And that is the question of the Hanged Man. Is like, is he strong enough to disconnect or to take the next step without fear of some type of maybe relapse, because it is the addiction card, So, yeah, be true to just try to be true to yourself, Like, you might be in a situation that you feel obligated to, and that's why you have this hangman energy. But at the end of the day, it's about prudence. Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? Okay, look at this. Look around, round, round, round. Look around, round, round, round. Beautiful. Gotta stay true to you. You gotta do what's right for you and not what's right for everyone. Do what's right for you, okay? 9 of Discs, gain, okay? Here's the thing. We do love to see a 9 of Discs. But right after that 9 of Discs is the Tower, which I don't hate the Tower by any means. By any means, that's not the point. That's not the point. What I'm seeing here is, on one hand, the 8 of Discs is when the Hanged Man decides he's had enough and does what's right for him and gets the help he needs and overcomes these things and deals with the consequences or the relapses as they come. Okay? That's great. On the other hand, if you take the deal, take the money, go towards the stability or, for the wrong reasons, the material reasons, if you stick to what you're doing or what you know or what you want to do because of material reasons, that's when it all falls apart. And you might get the paycheck, but it won't have the heart. And so it won't sustain. And all of a sudden, that Wheel of Fortune is turning out of your favor. Okay? That wheel, it can turn either way, but this is not this upswing thing. This upswing happens in the next 3 months. We're talking kind of like down the line, what's going to happen, right? That fortune could change so quickly with one wrong move. If you try to go where the money's at, you are going to go bankrupt, dude. That's like the vibe, basically. Four Cups luxury. Yeah, no more. Three of Swords. Ta-ta. I mean, really bad. Really bad. Missing out. It's like missing out. It's like having an opportunity knock at your door and then answering it and saying no thank you. It's not even like you weren't home. You answered and said no thank you. You may live in luxury now, but that too shall come to an end. Three of Swords, sorrow. It's not terrible. It's not a ten of swords, 10 of wands, or anything like that. It's only 3, but sad. Cut and sever ties. In the long run, if you stay where the money's at, then you're going to be leaving for other reasons. Because the money won't be there anymore, At the star, Aquarius. So we were just talking about Capricorn and then moving into Aquarius, where you might be looking at this timeline where it's a rough few months, right? Rough few months if you don't do what the fuck you're supposed to do or go towards what right? The Empress, the Priestess, these goddess energies, these femme energies. Like, obviously something needs to be balanced, But the star is like, yes, focusing in on the self. Why did this happen? Why did this transpire? Why didn't this work? And at the end of the day, 5 of Discs, it's because you were too concerned about money. You were too concerned about getting paid. You were too concerned about where's the next this and that. What's the next such and such? Because I got to make money. Because I want to be rich. Because I want the payoff to be so big. And all in finances, all in tangible wealth. Okay, well, should have stayed true to who you are and stuck to some of your morals and values instead, bro. You could have closed out this cycle, but you couldn't resist the fake magic that came around, offering you something better. And it's like, no way. You should have been 10 toes down. That hangman energy can be confusing because if you get too drained, then you want out. But sticking to something, you gotta know, you gotta have limits, but you also gotta know, what's worth it. Prince of Discs, making new investments, and Queen of Swords, facing a lot of challenges, facing kind of the evil matriarch, so to speak. She's kind of on her high horse, swinging that sword, head of her enemies, blah, blah, blah. She's also hardworking and calculated, and, but just, I don't know. Indolence, too, so we got, laziness, 8 of Cups, very much alcohol energy, back to that addictive kind of behavior, whatever that we see with the devil. And the thing is, until you can stop, right, because the Queen of Swords said enough with this indolence, this loneliness or laziness and whatnot, this receding within, is when 6 of Discs, you have that success, when you have that. When you can finally let go of the vices and let go of what you're doing and let go of the situation and let go of the material and let go of these thoughts, that's when you can really figure out what you're holding on to in the first place, right? The minute you let go is the second you figure out what you're holding on to in the first place. So, I just got a little sleepy, so I feel like there's some channel messages coming in quite soon, but I think I'm going to take a bit of a break. It's time to change it up. About to be in the second half, so thank you for joining me for the first half. We are about to break out the Halloween Oracle and talk to Jim Morrison, control power, yada yada. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. So don't mind this brief interruption before I end the stream, and I will be back on pretty soon. I don't know. I feel like it's, as long as it's, relatively midnight, I'll be on here. So give me some time, but I'll be back soon. And remember that I love you. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you to all the new subs and followers. I really appreciate it. I will be back. I will be back. I will be back. Probably in the next 30 minutes. Okay, so Halloween Oracle with Jim Morrison coming at you in a flash. Mwah. See you then.